What can be scary if it was 10 times bigger its normal size? Any mantis species is terrifying AF. It can already kill lizards and birds in its current size, just imagine. Baki Grindset. I was looking for this comment because I was sure this would be number one. I mean, have you seen Space Ghost Coast to Coast? Yes, terrifying. Most Australian wildlife. It's already scary enough like that. Yeah, but 10x scarier is super creepy. You're right, but don't give them bad ideas, please. I don't want to go in Australia, but with 10x the size they could swim and travel the world. The inverts like scorpions and tarantulas would be fucking horrifying. I'd probably need a kangaroo-sized purse just to carry my giant can of bug spray. Stupid cockroaches. Nah, I've played Fallout. You can still squash radroaches and their meat is alright after being decontaminated. How about a death claw the size of a brontosaurus? The smart ones would be even worse. The flyers would cause you to burn the entire town. We all know when you spot a flyer, it will immediately fly towards you. I never thought I'd have to arm wrestle a mutated cockroach for the last slice of pizza, but here we are. Hello. Ever wondered what would be absolutely terrifying if it grew 10 times its size? Well, we're dying to know your thoughts. Don't hold back, comment down below with your answer to this spine-chilling question. Let's see who can come up with the most fear-inducing idea. Literally anything: sharks, buffalo, insects, people, snakes, anything. Even boobs. Depends on the size. A cup? That's fine. G-cup? That'd be scary AF. I've seen that hentai. If insects were 10 times bigger, I'd definitely start training my pet chihuahua to become a full-time bodyguard. A penis. I mean, someone had to say it. Imagine people walking around with 10-inch penises. It said 10 times normal size, not 20 times normal size. All the people with 1-inch penises would be happy. But I would not be happy at all if my penis was suddenly 10x the size. Shits. Okay, really shits? To be fair, that would be terrifying. You go to the toilet, stand up and it's full to the brim. I'd be more worried about my arsehole. So that's not normal? If shits were 10 times bigger, I'd have to move into a bigger house just to accommodate the sheer mass of my Halloween decorations. A wasp. Fuck that. Wait a minute, I'll do it. A minute? What a champ, what a lad. The only question is whose stinger is used. Imagine a wasp so big it could carry off your entire picnic blanket. Good thing I've already mastered the art of eating cake while running. An ant. The average common ant is 4 millimeters, so it would be a 4 centimeters sized. For a single ant, not that scary. For a whole bunch of them, damn scary. Any insect, literally. Not sure how big they have to be, but the bigger something is, the less they can carry proportionally to their weight. A 10x size ant cannot carry the same weight portion-wise to their regular counterpart. Hell, they may even collapse due to their own weight. If ants were 10 times bigger, I'd have to hire a team of professional exterminators armed with tiny cannons. Chickens. Fear the chickens. You mean a dinosaur? Source, check this out. It actually looks like a chicken. If chickens were 10 times bigger, not only would their balk be a bone-rattling boom, but their tiny wings would finally be long enough for a high five. Spiders. I'm already afraid or creeped out by them, but imagining a spider like a huntsman 10x its normal size is beyond terrifying. I think Australia would rethink the semi-automatic firearm ban. Hell, they'd probably legalize flamethrowers and rocket launchers. You should watch 8-Legged Freaks. Same. I would be on the next rocket to Mars. I don't like even the small ones. If spiders were 10 times bigger, I'd have to upgrade from a can of bug spray to a full-blown flamethrower. If cats were bigger than us, we'd definitely be eaten. Bro, ever heard of a tiger? A what? Oh fuck, just looked it up, we are doomed. Bro, never heard of a tiger. I had a Maine Coon and he was huge. He could look on top of 3 tall counters while touching the ground with ease. I couldn't imagine a cat that could look into a second-story window. If cats were bigger than us, I'd have to build a cat-sized panic room for when my cat decides it wants to play hide and swat. Rhinoceros beetle. Massive helicopter noises. If a rhinoceros beetle that's 10 times bigger landed on my shoulder, I'd have to hire a personal trainer just to help me lift my arm. Biting bugs, like mosquitoes, fleas, and head lice. If mosquitoes were 10 times bigger, I'd have to hire a squadron of hummingbirds to act as my personal mosquito SWAT team. Saltwater crocodile. 'Cause at their current size they aren't scary at all. That's already a dragon. If saltwater crocodiles were 10 times bigger, I'd need to start designing matching swimsuits for me and my pet goldfish. My mom. I wish I saw her before, haha. If my mom was 10 times bigger, her cooking would be the size of a house, and I'd need a forklift just to hug her. Viruses, like a cold or flu crawling inside your body and you could feel/see it. You are vastly misimagining the sizes of viruses and bacteria. A single human hair is about 1/10 of a millimeter in width. That's 100 micrometers. Mites are insects that live on your skin. You don't see them and don't feel them, but they are there. They have an average size of 1/10 of a millimeter long and a fraction of that in width, let's say 20 micrometers. E. coli bacteria are 2 micrometers long and 0.5 micrometers wide. The polio virus is 30 nanometers big. That's 0.03 micrometers. Big viruses are maybe 5 times that size, like HIV-1 and herpes simplex are around 0.125 micrometers. If you increased any of the bacteria or viruses I mentioned 10 times in its size, you wouldn't see or feel anything. You'd need to increase the influenza virus by 1,000 times to be able to see it. If you look closely. Lol. My imagination overruled actual math. If a giant version of the cold or flu was crawling around inside me, I'd have to squeeze into oversized pajamas just to match its extra large sneezes. Attitude. If attitudes were 10 times bigger, I'd have to hire a personal trainer to help me build an emotional bicep just to deal with them. North Korea. If North Korea was 10 times bigger, its supreme leader would need a heavier hair gel budget. Rumor has it, they'd have to hire 24/7 personal stylists just to tame that mighty hairdo. Student loans. Oh wait. Tumors. Children would be terrifying if they were 10 times bigger. If tumors were 10 times bigger, I'd need a separate room just to house my collection of terrifying, yet strangely fashionable oversized growths. If my microbiome suddenly became a macrobiome. If my microbiome suddenly became a macrobiome, I'd have to invest in a 10-foot toothbrush and hope my dentist doesn't charge me by the inch too. My energy bill. If my energy bill gets any bigger, I'll have to start training my pet hamster to generate electricity on his wheel. Literally everything. I don't think a 10 times bigger pizza would be scary at the same cost, I'd be happier. If everything was 10 times bigger, I'd probably need a bulldozer-sized vacuum cleaner just to clean up after my giant pet goldfish. Geese. If geese were 10 times bigger, I'd have to invest in a personal jetpack just to escape those airborne honking monstrosities. The sun. 10x bigger in volume would mean a lot more energy production expanding its atmosphere. We would be fried. 10x bigger on mass and we would have a likely blue giant. Jupiter would be fried too. Pluto might not be burnt to a crisp. Some place like 25 astronomical units away would be liquid water. Assuming it didn't have sizable fluctuations and solar mass elections that routinely shrunk and expanded the liquid water zone. The Earth. 10 times gravity would crush all of us. Bald eagle. If that bald eagle were 10 times bigger, I'd have to seriously reconsider my decision to wear a toupee. I mean, imagine the size of the nest it would need. Literally everything except erasers and capybaras. Omega giant capybara would be amazing. Basically Totoro except it's a rodent, haha. The capybus. The capybussy. My bad. If everything was 10 times bigger, I'd have to start dating giants just to make my teeny tiny apartment feel spacious. My GF. My GF. 10x your GF. So, your mom? If my girlfriend was 10 times bigger, I'd have to buy a crane just to lift her engagement ring. The airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow. If the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow were 10 times bigger, I'd have to join the flying swallow dodging Olympics just to walk to the grocery store. My dick would be about 10 centimeters. Bro, that's big. I feel sorry. If my dick was 10 times bigger, I'd need to hire a crane to keep it from dragging on the ground. Wasps. They'd be like a swarm of harpoons. R/fuck wasps, those ugly spawns of Satan can burn in hell. If wasps were 10 times bigger, I would need to hire a personal trainer to improve my sprinting because there's no way I'm getting stung by a swarm of harpoons.